Hey, hey, hey. What's up? Um, okay, cool. Looks like everything's working. I don't know, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a little busy. And so I've been kind of hesitant to stream because there's just a lot going on. But um, I wanted to learn something new today, and WorkOS has these new like templates for oh, there's my mouse. These new templates for Authkit, Remix, example apps, etc., that Paul Ashes created, and so I thought I would go through those and learn a little bit about Authkit and Remix. I don't know. I think Remix is like kind of captured my interest again recently. Just all of the emphasis on Vite and the I don't know, this whole like kind of React router stunt that's happening. Um, so I don't know. It seems kind of like an interesting time to learn Remix, and so I thought I'd go through it. So without further ado, let's just dive into it. If you have questions, hit me up. Happy to answer those. But largely, I'm just going to be kind of going through this stuff and learning as I go along. So let's do this. I think that probably the best place to start is the Remix example app. And we'll go from there, see, I guess my goal is to kind of build up some type of instruction set on how you would create let's see, probably not notes, text edit. Yeah, that's probably the best place to do it. So I want to take this and turn it into like, how do I install get auth in fresh remix app? So like if I run the remix installer, so what is it? Remix.run. I feel like there should be like a an install somewhere on this page. So that's kind of interesting that there isn't. Let's see, let's go to docs. Okay, so if we run npx create remix latest, I'd like to be able to then kind of roll this into like an authenticated app. So that's that. So we would do this with npx, was it? Create remix at latest. So that's kind of the goal. And then add authkit to that. Now, there's probably going to be some twists and turns as we go through some of these examples. So let's go in. So we got the Remix Auth Kit example application. And that is a Remix integration example using AuthKit. So that's preset up. Now, this is, the thing with examples or boilerplates is they go out of date. And so I would want to, again, add auth on my own. And that's what I'm after today. However, we also have these two other things. So there's WorkOS and Remix. So let's open that up. Which I assume is probably all of the APIs, the WorkOS APIs. Let's just read this. So Remix Auth and Multi-Factor Authentication MFA example app powered by WorkOS Multi-Factor Authentication API. Built using the following tools and libraries. Let's see, full stack React framework built on top of web standard. Okay, cool. So this is another example, but using, it looks like just the MFA part of AuthKit or WorkOS, I guess. All right, cool. And then we have this, which is, so the AuthKit library for Remix provides convenient helpers for authentication and session management using WorkOS and AuthKit with Remix. You can find the library actions in Remix. Okay, cool. So this is like the lower level stuff. And we might be able to kind of actually build up an app through these instructions as opposed to the example app. So let's try that. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Calder. That's very sweet of you. Glad you're here. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna go back to the repositories. We're gonna open this one up and just, I guess we can just clone this one and see how it works. Kind of see what we're after. Okay, do I have a directory for stuff like this? Yeah, git clone. All right, so we got that. Let's see. Okay, remix integration. Oh, come on. Okay. Remix integration example using Authkit. An example application demonstrating how to authenticate users with Authkit and the WorkOS Node SDK. So I think that's kind of what we were looking at earlier. Let's see. Refer to user management documentation for reference. Okay. Prerequisite: you will need a WorkOS account. That's a good point. I have a WorkOS account. I don't know if I'm logged in this. Let's see, in my, what is it, streaming profile. So let me do that real quick. WorkOS. Do that off screen. All right. Oops. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure why it won't complete workos.com. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're signed in to our Authkit account. I missed the intro. If you're specifically looking to use WorkOS, yes, I'm planning on using WorkOS via Authkit. So yeah, so we're going to use WorkOS via Authkit, so, or specifically hosted Authkit, which kind of gives us that you click a button, you get sent to a WorkOS URL, authenticate, get directed back to your application. All right, so we logged in. Let me find the tab that I was on real quick. Okay, so running the example. So make sure the following values are present in your m.local environment variable file. The client ID, API key to be found in the WorkOS dashboard, and redirect URI can also be configured. Okay, so historically in these examples, there's just a kind of callback, localhost 3000 callback. That's where a lot of these are set. In WorkOS, in my redirects, I think I already have that set up for this application. Yes, I do. I need to edit this though, because that, yeah, save that. Okay, cool. So now this is my defaults. The home page, which will redirect on logout, will go there to localhost 3000. Now let me get my API keys. This is my staging environment, so I'm not too worried about these keys. And I haven't actually built an app in this account. So let's see, what did we get? Okay, so we're gonna go cd into, was it remix authkit example? Open this in code. I'm working on a different screen. Mark, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, I gotta say, I love seeing the pictures that you take, making the rounds, the conference pictures that you take, making the rounds on the internet. It always makes me so happy to see, just you capturing people in their moment. You know, it's great. It's great. Thanks for doing that. Okay, cool. Let's dive in. I'm working on it from a new screen. I got one of these like dual up monitors. Actually, I wonder. Let's see if I go to my profile real quick on Twitter. I think I can find an account. Find a picture. Let's see, media. Yeah, there we go. So I got one of these. it's like a 8 by 9, and it's got like two. It's effectively two. What is it? 2560 by 1440 displays stacked on top of each other. I'm actually liking it a lot. And so right now it's kind of in a weird orientation, but I have like a 2x 720, like 1280 by 720 at 2x thing going right now, um, which makes everything on screen a little bit small, but hopefully, it's visible, and kind of all the elements are good enough. But anyway, it's a pretty cool monitor. I like that you can just split it, which is really neat. Oh yeah. Yes. Lots of vertical space. It's pretty great. Okay, cool. So let's get into this app. Actually, let's see. Might need to kind of get some more side by sides here. So let's copy the client secret. Where was this? This was in env.local, I think. So let's open env. Okay, so we have env.example. So we're going to rename this into something that we can actually use. So we'll name that to env.local. Put in our client ID, put in our secret. And our redirect URI, that was, so yeah, it makes jumping around like this little difficult, but I can never remember if I have to like actually wrap these in strings or if they're strings by default. So we'll just do as they recommend. Okay, and then we need a cookie password. Now we can generate these cookie passwords with, let's see, 1Password, which will give us a link to. I know it needs to be at least 32 characters. So we're going to copy that and put that in our cookie password here. Okay, so I think we're good to go on that. So running the example. So make sure the following are in place. We got that. Private cookie password, and then run the following command: npm run dev. Now we probably need npm install it first. Yep, run npm install. Hey, what's up, Charles? Good to see you. Yes, thank you. I never know, like, especially when you get the highlighting, if like I get some positive reinforcement there, right? And feel like, oh, maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. But thank you for the confirmation that it does not need to be that way. Okay, so let's see. Ooh. Let's see what we get. npm audit fix force. Okay, that seemed to work. All right, then let's run p run dev. Okay, so WorkOS AuthKit remix. Okay, so we have an issue here. What's going on? Oh, you know what? I wonder if this has to do with my current node version. So on this machine, let's see what we got. So I'm using node 18 because that's what some of our applications require. But I think I have node 22 installed. And I want to see if that makes a difference. I don't remember where I set that though. I think it's in my Z profile. Z profile? Yes. Okay. So I have this little thing in my profile. So I have all my dot files up online. So and let's see, I also have a Z env. Yeah, ZSH env. Okay, so I also have this env file. We're deep into dot files, but I have this export machine work, and so I have this set up differently on all my different machines. And what that does is it allows me to kind of say, hey, if I'm a working machine and I need Node 18, we're going to run Node 18. Otherwise, I'm going to use Node, which kind of brew installs the latest, which I believe is Node 22. I have both of them installed. I just need to what's the, I guess just comment this out. This is the most inefficient way to uncomment that. Okay. Okay, so if I open up a new tab, profile should load. Yes. Okay, cool. Awesome. So now we're on the right version of this. So let's try that again. Might be a thing where we, this particular module requires node 20 or 22. So let's see how that works. So we're gonna, I'm gonna just nuke the node modules and start over. Make sure we're on, okay. Nope, I think we need a new terminal session. Node version 22, perfect. Okay, cool. So we have node 22 now. We're gonna run p install. Let's open text edit and just keep notes of like friction, I guess. Friction. Okay, so is there a minimum node version that we need to do? So interesting. Looks like we have the same problem. So do you want the application to accept incoming network requests? Yes, I do. Why? Okay, so I might actually have to read these errors now, which is always my favorite thing to do. Okay, so build failed with 4 errors. Cannot resolve WorkOS Inc. AuthKit Remix. Cannot resolve WorkOS. Okay, so all the same error. Import CSS bundle href from Remix run CSS bundle. The error came from onload callback. Okay, you can mark the path WorkOS Inc. AuthKit Remix as external to exclude it from the bundle, which will remove this error. Okay, so let's go diving real quick into what we have. So in node modules, we should find at WorkOS Inc. AuthKit Remix. Interesting. So what? Ugh. Okay, so we have WorkOS Inc. AuthKit node. AuthKit Remix. I wonder if these are these not in the package JSON? So we're looking for AuthKit Remix. Version 0.1.0. Okay, let's look at which one of these was AuthKit. That's WorkOS Remix. Actually, we're probably not gonna hit that one again. So AuthKit Remix. Let's not the issues. We want to look at the releases. Maybe tags. Okay. So 0.1.0 is the latest. We're not seeing it inside of our node modules directory. So WorkOS Inc. But this, unable to open AuthKit Remix. The editor could not be opened because the file was not found. I'm actually like super unfamiliar with this issue. Okay, let's find that again and let's see if we can Google it. or perplexity it. Or actually, I probably want to, let's see. So cannot resolve. I mean, I guess we can just start with this recommendation, right? So you can mark the path. I don't think this is going to solve it, but let's, I guess, go through that anyway and see what happens. Let's see. WorkOS AuthKit, WorkOS Inc. AuthKit Remix. External. Let's see. So that would be a what? Package. External. JSON. I don't think any of that's what I want. Yeah, I just don't think that's what I want. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I'm in the directory. Let's just kind of go back to basics. In the directory, I'm gonna kill everything in the node modules. Okay, node modules is no longer existing. I'm going to be explicit. I'm going to run npm install. Okay, and we're in, node version 22. All right. So our node modules now should have a WorkOS directory, WorkOS Inc. directory. Okay, and then we still have this, which I've never seen. So, okay, so code node modules. So we're getting a So we have the node package, but not the AuthKit remix package. Let's Google, let's see. So package JSON symbolic link problem. Okay, let's run npm link and see what happens. Let's see, is there just like an AuthKit remix package that's trying to link to? Good Lord, I'm so confused. I did not expect to be this confused this early. So lucky us. Okay, well, I guess let's take it from the other side of things and just try to implement it ourselves. What a bummer. Okay, I guess maybe we'll find out why that's problematic. Okay, let's bum remix integration AuthKit. Okay, so we're gonna go back to just the remix AuthKit in remix and see what we need to do. Okay, so we're gonna go to the remix docs, copy this. I'm gonna use the latest node since we already went through that effort. Go in here, cd code, and we're going to run npx create remix latest 2.9.2. Let's build a better website. Would we create, let's see, where should we create your new project? Let's call this remix auth kit. Okay, using basic templates. Okay, initialize a new Git repository. Sure. Install dependencies with npm. Yes. Dependencies installing with npm. It's a cute little graphic. Bring, 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 bring. All right, so I'm assuming then we can run npm run dev and get, oh no, I got remix auth kit. So those are theoretically installed. So we're gonna go npm run dev and see what happens. We get localhost 5,137. Okay, so we have a remix app. Step number 1, complete. So we ran this. That's step number 1. Okay, now we need to install some of these dependencies. So we have WorkOS Inc. AuthKit Remix. Let's see, what do we have? We got an issue here. Warning. To load an ES module, set type module in the package JSON or use the MJS extension. Okay, let's just do that. Let's actually just open this in code and run everything from there. So, okay, it says it's already type module. WTF. Load an ES module type module in the package or use the MJS extension. I literally don't know what this means if I have type module inside of my package JSON. That's stupid. What are we doing? All right, so we're gonna install these. So we're gonna npm install WorkOS Inc. AuthKit Remix. Now this is what we were having trouble with before. Let's see what happens now if we look into our node modules. We go to WorkOS Inc. Okay, so this is properly installed for us this time. So that's an improvement. Okay, so we ran that, we got it. I'm going to grab these from, let's see, nvim, was it remix auth kit, remix auth kit example? Yeah. We had our env local right there. Okay. Oh man, can I not copy out of the terminal? Bum. Still kind of like getting my whole setup set up over here. I honestly thought that like I did a really good job of getting my setup all worked out, and then there's always these like little like micro irritations. Okay, what's up? Why didn't you open? Good Lord. All right, so we're going to add now a new file 4.m.local and paste all this stuff that we had earlier in there. Now this callback actually is going to change to 5173, which we'll have to add. Let's just make sure that it boots with all that stuff. Yes, okay, so we can boot it with our npm library installed. And what else did we do? We added a .env local, and then add callback. Okay, so add callback to the work OS dashboard, which is, let's see, redirects. This is going to be http ::localhost 513. Is it 5173? 5173. Anyone know what that's a reference to? I know that all of these kind of reference something else. Is it like disk or something like that? Or tape, maybe? Callback. And then we'll set that to the default. And then we'll edit this to localhost 5137 and save that. Yes, I'm so stupid. Yeah. Like, no shit. Like, all this stuff is just so broken. It's so sad. Constant pain. Agreed. Did I change my font? Yeah, let's see what we have. It's kind of again, it's a mess. But I think, let's see, if I had to guess by looking at, let's add a pound sign and see what we got. Okay, it looks like this is the IBM. I think this is IBM font. Yeah, IBM Plex Mono is what we're using right now. There are things I like about it, things I don't like about it. I had emailed the folks at Berkeley. Let's see, what is it? Berkeley Graphics? Lee Graphics. To see what the, like, if the license covered streaming and video content. For like the for what is it, typeface for, yeah, Berkeley Mono. I wanted to see if that covered streaming and video content, just because this font is just so freaking cool. I'm a huge fan. Also love, like, check this out. There's like, they're using 2 different zeros in here, and I'm not sure if that, like, if you can use this, like, have different zeros programmatically based on what you're doing or what, but I don't know. Such a cool, there's like 3 different zeros. It's awesome. I don't know. Do y'all have a preference on zero? There's like so many different styles. Let's see. Do they have all of them? Yeah, zero. Where are all the zeros? Oh, here they are. Yeah. So they have just, I guess kind of a squirkly zero. And then there's like the zero with the dot, zero with the dash, but then this empty slash. That's pretty sick. And then I don't know if I want to see this type of 7 in my code, but like, that's how I write them. I don't know. My dad made me do that. I'm not exactly sure why. Anyway, yeah. So I'm using IBM Plex Mono at the moment. That's the font I'm using. Let's see. Yeah, big pain. ES modules. Can't believe it's not fixed yet. Can't just use the nice things we want. Okay, so we have our remix app. We have all our environment variables set up. So I think that we can kind of continue on to the part of the tutorial where we actually run this thing. I had already set up a password, so we're good with that. To use the sign out method, you need to set up the app's homepage. Okay, cool, perfect. I'm actually glad this line is in there now, because I was a little bit confused about it going through the Next.js tutorial stuff. Optional config. So certain environment variables are optional and can be used to debug or configure cookie settings, which is pretty cool. We're not going to do that right now. Okay, so setting up a callback route. So WorkOS requires that you have a callback URL to redirect users back to after they've authenticated. In your Remix app, create a new route at the and add the following code. Okay, so there's a create route example here. Okay, so I think this is just about routes in general. Now, so what is the, let's see, what's the standard here? So _tx. Okay, so maybe I should read about routes real quick. This is all kind of news to me, and I'm familiar with the Next.js conventions, but less so with the React Router ones, or Remix React router, remix slash React router parens remix. Okay, so about is going to be about TSX. Okay, so kind of like old school style. App routes about TSX. And then the layout is going to be app route. Okay, app concerts, app routes, concerts dot underscore index dot TSX. And then so if we put an underscore here, the layout file that it's going to use is routes concerts. Okay. All right. So bottom line, I think I just need to add a file with the name that I want. I think in the routes. So app routes. And I think we just do callback.tsx. Okay. And then we need to load this into it. So we import auth loader and we export const loader auth loader. So we just import it and then kind of like map it to our loader for this callback file, I think. Okay, so make sure this route matches the workOS redirect URI. Yes, so that would be callback variable and the configured redirect URI in the workOS dashboard. For instance, if your redirect URI is localhost 3000 callback, then you put the above code in app routes callback TS. Oh, I did TSX, so we don't need that, it looks like. Clean that up. You can also control the path the user will be sent to after signing in. Okay, I don't totally care about that right now, but that is always nice. Get the current user. Okay. So this is where we start building pages, I think. Yeah, IBM Plex Mono is actually pretty sick. There's some cool touches in there. I'm into it. It's a good font in general. I feel like the weight is nice. Okay, so for pages where you want to display a signed in and signed out view, use with auth to retrieve the user profile from workOS. Okay, so let's see what kind of, it looks like this is a page that we could, I guess let's just look at this real quick. So first and foremost, let's see, truncated. Okay, so first and foremost, we're importing things from the remix run node package. So it's going to be action function args and loader function args. Don't know what those do, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. At remix run react, so this is from the remix run react package, import link, so that's like how you navigate between pages. Use route loader data, JSON, and form. You're gonna import get sign in URL, get sign up URL with auth, and sign out from AuthKit Remix. That's the package that we had trouble installing in our example app. But it seems to be working here. So this is going to get the kind of the sign in, sign up URL, etc. Okay. Export async loader function, load request loader function args. Okay, so const. So what are we getting? Okay, so await with auth request. So we're taking the request off of loader function args and we're passing it to with auth, which we get from workOS AuthKit Remix. Okay. And then we're going to take user, session ID, organization ID, role, impersonator, and access token. Okay, so these are all of the things that we get from workOS. Okay, cool. We're going to return a sign up URL or sign in URL and a sign up URL after calling these async functions, get sign in and sign up URL. Let's see, are we passing? So, oh, sorry, we're returning JSON from all of those with our user object. Okay, so from this, we're going to get a user. It looks like we're not passing any of this stuff along, but we could if we wanted to. But right now we're just passing along the user along with sign in and sign up URLs. Okay, seems fine. Export function homepage. Okay, so then this is pretty easy. We're going to get all of the stuff that we put on the loader, which is just the user and the sign in and sign up URLs from user loader data. If we have a user, if we don't have a user, sorry, we will show links to log in and sign up. Otherwise, we'll return a form with a sign out button, and the action of this will just be that same, the homepage route, I think. Okay, I guess I can just do that. So copy this, and we're gonna put this in our, was it routes index, I believe. Now we're having an issue here. Use route loader data. Okay, so it's declared, but its value is never used. So it's not terrible error. Okay, again, these are declared, values not used. I just want to clear the errors out so we can kind of get a sense of what is incorrect and what is just overly expressed. So retrieves the user from the session or returns null if no user is signed in. So use loader data. Cannot find the name. If I name use loader data. Is that like a remix global or something, or do I need to import that as well? Looks like I need to import that from oh, okay. So it looks like this was just loader. Maybe there's like a little refactor that went wrong or something. Okay, so use loader data. Use loader data, not, what was it before? Use route loader data. Or maybe it's supposed to be use route loader data. I guess if I'm missing that, let me know. Okay, so let's save this. Hopefully our app is still running. Okay, so we have log in and sign up. I'm gonna put a little BR there. Okay, log in and sign up. So I don't remember if I have any existing accounts on here. Let's go into workOS and see. Users, yes, I do. Okay, cool, perfect. So, oh, I think it's yard day. So sorry if the sound is going. So I'm just gonna actually log in here. Email invalid. Okay, let's sign up. Oh, I think I remember. I have like a weird password because I just did. c2.com work OS. I just did a video on was it user management? Yeah, so I did a video on user management where I was kind of like stuffing weird passwords in there, so it's not a conventional password. Is why. Okay. Sure. Actually, no. Let's not save it. Okay. And then we're gonna go to my email. Off screen, please. All right, scan the QR code, set up an authentication app. Oh, I think I have credentials in here from one that requires 2FA. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I might be in the wrong account actually. Actually, let's look at this real quick. So, yeah, no, we're in the right account. Oh, okay, cool. I accidentally logged into an account that is different than the one that I thought, so that's why my expectations are off. Okay, so we have this user, and then I want to change the authentication. I have right now. Let's see. We have Magic Auth, which I may try to just set up Magic Auth. So let's enable Magic Auth because I kind of just want to get in there pretty quick. And then right now, I have multi-factor auth on, which is requiring me to do that multi-factor auth step. So let's back out of this. Okay, so we already have an account. We saw that. Let's try and I think if I give it an email now that I've set those options up, it should just send me a link with, oh man. I think I have to turn off user and password. I don't want, yeah, we're gonna disable this and just use magic links. Okay. Localhost 5173. We are going to log in because MIJOCH is already in there. We should get a magic auth. Yes, we do. I just gotta wait for that code to come in. This is in staging environment, so it takes a little bit longer. It's less available than the production environment. So we'll see. Blub, 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 blub. Apparently my son does that now. I didn't even realize it was a thing until he started doing it. I wasn't sure where it came from. Okay, come on. All right, well, we wait for that. Let's see if there's anything else that we need to know. Okay, so we have method post. I'm curious what the default is. So remix run where, I assume get, right? Expect the interactions with the server is with fetch instead of new document requests, allowing components to add nice UX to the page as the form is submitted and returns with data. Okay. Okay, now I'm wondering if I just did something wrong. Man, I definitely hit all of the irritation cases. I guess that's what makes me good at this. I'm not the best developer, but I do have the worst luck. Okay, log in. Okay, let's generate a code. Okay, let's check the spam folder. I got the other one, so it really shouldn't be a problem. Alrighty. Well, in the interest of not just, wasting a ton of time right now, I guess let's enable email and password again, and that'll give us an opportunity to reset our password, I suppose. Though that will probably also require an email link, which is taking forever. Okay, single sign on. So we're enabling email and password again. I guess disable magic auth. I don't know. Maybe I got in a weird setup there. Okay, now I don't know what my password is for this one, unless maybe I can get it from that video. So I forgot my password. Now that is one really nice thing about all of this is I didn't have to build any of this, and I guess that's like that's the benefit of the hosted auth kit thing, is that you get all of these really nice authentication flows that are kind of important to build, but you don't have to build them, which is really nice. Now, conversely, I am kind of like, it is a little bit of a black box, and I don't know why the email isn't getting sent, and I don't really have a way of tracking that. Let me see if there's anything that gets logged to the users. Thanks for the like, whoever that was. Appreciate you. So let's see. So we have some events. I wonder if there's a reset password event. Yes. Okay. So let's look at the events so far. So we have an event for user created. Authentication password succeeded. But this was from, when was this? Is there a date? I don't see a date. So email verification created, user updated. Okay, so these are all from the past. Magic auth created, password reset created. So we have officially, I guess, like kicked off the process of creating a new password. Waiting on these emails. All right. Man. So frustrating. Okay, let's try making a new account. See if we have any better luck with that. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that little like plus whatever thing. Make an easy, memorable password. Invalid email or password. Okay, I'm gonna guess it's the password. Let's see. Burgers for life. Help me remember that if I forget. Oh, good Lord. I clearly have a lot to learn about what is allowed or what is not allowed. Okay, so I think that we can change the policies on our passwords. So let's look at that. So authentication method. We're in here, magic auth, sign up, sessions, emails. Configure which authenticate. No, this one. Okay, here we go. So configure email and passwords. So we have strong right here. Minimum password length of 10 characters. Reject passwords with low complexity. Okay, that's interesting. Reject breached passwords. Okay, so low complexity. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we'll do that. I guess let's actually use 1Password to generate. grab one from here. Okay, and we'll save this as, what's today's date? The 17th? 6/17/2024. I wonder if it's rejecting my little plus here. I still haven't gotten a email verification code, which is troublesome to me because I don't know why I got into this weird state. Okay, when all else fails, let's just nuke these users. Okay, hopefully we get it this time. Okay, so we're gonna log in, username and password, or sign up, I guess, since I just nuked those users. Oops, nope. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll just update this record that we created today. Okay, it's gonna send me a code. Fuck. I'm like so frustrated right now. So frustrated. Just waiting for a code. I guess let me try. Let me see if it's, you know, maybe I screwed up that email address somehow. Let me see if I can do my other email address. All right. I'm in another email address. Let's see what happens. What is going on? Like literally checking to see if there's like an outage or something like that. Well, like, what did I do? Did I put it in a weird state? Did I put it in a weird, like, so if I do email and password, but I don't require, or maybe because I deleted Magic Auth, allow users to sign in with a unique 6-digit code, or la, 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 la. I just, like, I don't even know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I am going to, okay, so we're going to log out of this WorkOS account. Maybe I screwed it up somehow. Always possible. I'm going to off screen log into another WorkOS account and see how things go. Okay, I'm now in the WorkOS account that I thought I was in. Yes, in my stage, that's production. I'm gonna go to staging environment. And let's see, so we have to kind of fill out some of these things again. Local host 5137 callback. So that's going to be our default now, and edit this 5137. Okay, so that is correct now. So let's look at our authentication settings and see what options we have. I have all of this stuff enabled: GitHub, Google, email and password. Let's see what users look like. We don't have any users, so this one's empty at the moment. Okay, authentication method. Okay, so let's see what we get now. If we, let's see, so take our API keys, we're gonna copy that. m.local, so, and then we need the, was it client? Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got that all in place. Cookie password should be fine the way it was. Got a lot of links now, or a lot of tabs open now. Okay. So this should, let me just restart that just to be safe. Let's restart the server. I don't know how it handles environment variables. Oh yeah, cool. That's interesting. So .env local change, restarting the server. That's very nice. Well done, Remix. Well done. Okay. We're going to sign up. Invalid. Oh, right. Okay, so invalid redirect URI. So in my env local, I have 5173. Is that right? 5173, and I did 5137 in my redirects. Edit 5. Oh, dang it. 5173. Is that what we're serving at? Yeah, 5173 callback. 5173, that will be our default. We'll delete this, confirm that, close. Okay, and then 51 save. Okay. It's just Vite, nice. Everything's just Vite. Vite's like the greatest thing ever. It makes all these frameworks' lives so easy. I feel like, hey Adrian, what's up? I feel like one of the reasons that the tide is turning against Next is that they have their whole system that nobody understands when everyone just knows Vite now. Okay, trying to catch my breath here from that like really frustrating email situation. Okay, restarted. Okay, sign up. Should have the right. Okay, cool. We have the right thing now. Michael Chan, MIJOCH, gmail.com. Continue. We'll set a random password. 6/17/2024. Okay. Okay, now. We may be blocked. There may be forces outside of our control today. Let's see what we got. I'm trying to find my email. Totally different app. Still having email problems. What the? Like so frustrated right now. Okay, so let's go into our authentication users. Okay, so a user was created. Email verification created. Man, like I literally don't know what to do. Like if I can't get this email code, like I'm blocked. I can't. I guess we can try GitHub, but it's still gonna try to authenticate my email, I think. Okay, so configure emails. Choose which emails WorkOS sends to end users on your behalf. Make sure that you deliver the disabled emails on your own via the corresponding events. Okay, so but this is just if I want to disable them and handle email verification on my own. Okay, so let's see something real quick. So the account is created. Maybe I'm going to learn something real quick. So the account is created. We have an account using username and password. The email is not verified, but I think we still have an account. Okay, so let's try to go into sign in and use, let's see, which, is it this one? Yeah, because if we can't hit that, like if it never redirects back to our application. See, is it possible that the code was down because AWS Postmark and other services were brought down temporarily today? It's possible. Yeah. I know that WorkOS does a really good job of, um, and that's why I was checking Slack just a second ago to see if maybe that was the problem. So we got our first one, our first authentication code, at 12:13, which was, I don't know, like 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, maybe this is like, maybe I'm just like doing this at like a really bad time, I guess. So what's the exclamation point mean? Schedule a maintenance notice for Saturday, April 27th. Okay. the previous notice. So service queue, outbound sending and inbound processing. Messages are being accepted and queued. We are investigating reports of messages being queued in postmark. Messages are being accepted. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look real quick. So looking if there's any just kind of looking in to see if I can find any information about this stuff. Okay, so it looks like I don't know. Don't know how to. Felt that sigh. Yeah, this is like, if you've just never watched a stream with me before, this is just how it goes. Like, um, every like just whatever the worst possible moment to do a thing is, that's when I choose to do it. So I would not doubt that, like, basically just like all of the internet's emails are down, and that's what's keeping me from being able to log into this just like basic app that I'm trying to build right now. Okay. If that's the case, we're kind of screwed because I don't yet know how to disable email verification. And without that step, I mean, I guess we can look into authentication. Let's see. So if we go into, I guess we can try another method real quick. Okay, so we're gonna sign up. Oh, we already have an account though. Like, this is what. Okay, so we're gonna sign in with Google. Well, where did that send us? I don't even know. Yeah, exactly. It's just all bad, which is great in one sense, right? Because it's like, man, you just really flesh out all of the things that suck really fast. But man, it's like just really rough in moments like this where it's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just like degraded service right now, right? Are we in the right window of time? I was makes sense. So it's, I identified the 17th at, so yeah, so that would be, I guess, about the right time, right? Yeah, investigating began at 14. So what would that be? -3 would be 11:27 my time. EDT. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna call it. I'm just gonna call it until all this, whatever this is, goes away, and then we'll see. Because clearly we're not getting those emails right now. I'll probably get like 50 emails in like a half hour or something once they've figured things out. Okay, well, I guess anything that we can cover today that I don't know. Any questions? General questions? You want to talk more about fonts? It's so stupid. Yeah, right? It's like, all right, day's over. I guess I can't work today. Oh man. Okay. I do want to see like if there's anything left on these steps. So we got to this point, requiring auth. So this, I think, is probably like, let's see, where we go into the making sure that routes are protected. Okay, so for pages where a signed in user is mandatory, you can use the ensure signed in option. This is going to be through what, AuthKit? Okay, and so that is, sorry, where does that? So that goes into the callback. No, our index page. When we call this with auth function. So await with auth, we send the request in, and if we want, we can ensure signed in true. Enabling ensure signed in true will redirect users to AuthKit if they attempt to access the page without being authenticated. Okay. And that works on a page by page basis. Yes, because this is the underscore index.tx file. Okay, sign out. Use the sign out method to sign out the current logged in user and the session and redirector to your app's homepage. The homepage redirect is set to your WorkOS dashboard setting under redirect, okay, which we did set. Get in the access token. Sometimes it is useful to obtain the access token directly, for instance, to make API requests to other services. So let's look at which file we're in. This is in the index function. Yeah, I think, yes. So in the index function. This is kind of curious where this JSON is being pulled in from Remix React here, but then it's Remix node in this example. Interesting. Okay, so what do we have? So export async loader const access await with auth requests. So then if we have an access token, so we can pull access token off of with auth. If we have an access token, they're not signed in. Service data await fetch. Not exactly what this is trying to do. Access service data. So sometimes it is useful to obtain the access token directly. For instance, make API requests to other services. Okay. Const service data. So we're going to request API path. Okay, cool. Service data. I don't actually know what service data means. Anyone want to kind of take a crack at describing that to me? All right, debugging. To enable debug logs, pass the debug flag to the with auth request. Oh, that's kind of cool. So let's do that. Let's see if that helps us out at all. In kind of, it seems pretty clear that this is like an email queuing problem. But let's see what information we get nonetheless. Man, rough day. You know, I was kind of like dreading this. Like I had this feeling of like dread before I started, and I think this is why. It's like just the universe saying like, you know, you're not going to be able to get email for, you know, the rest of the day. So why bother? Why bother? Okay. Also, good to see you, Jonathan. It's been a minute. Let's see. In that example, service data would represent whatever JSON API endpoint returned. Okay, cool. Cool. Fair enough. But I guess like why? Yeah, like why getting the access token, you know, versus just being authenticated? Kids are shooting each other. Let's see. So we're gonna sign up, or actually sign in. Okay. So I don't think I mean, again, because where we're at, I don't think we're going to get any feedback on this. Because let's see, when would this happen in the life cycle? This is the index URL. Okay, so that's where this request is being made for the user. This is the loader. We have a null user, right? Because we haven't actually like authenticated. And we're seeing this. So the user's null. Debug true, and we're just not seeing anything at this point. Let's see, no utility classes are detected as source file. If there is unexpected, okay, so this is a Tailwind thing. Oh my gosh, I just got a code. I wonder if this is like my most recent code. Can I finally log in? Oh my gosh. I can't tell if I'm like happy or sad right now. It's just like it's worked for the last half hour. I just couldn't use it. Okay, cool. I'm over it. Okay, so we have that. Let's see what other data we can get. So okay, so we also didn't get any additional debugging information. So is what it is. Let's see. Okay, so we got now through to this step, and then let's see if the sign out works. Yes, the sign out does work, which is great. And it did that kind of like remixy thing because we got the capital F form here, so it just did it all in place, which is very nice. Let's log in again. We should just be able to use email and password now that the email is verified. Yes. Okay, cool. And then let's see if we now that we're authenticated, let's grab some of the rest of this data from the, not the callback. Where was that? Where we get that? Oh yeah, okay. So we can grab the session ID, we can grab the organization, the role, and then just kind of see some of that data. I'm not exactly sure how that is going to get represented. So let's do what is this going to be? I guess we need to take rest props. Yeah, on this loader data. Oops. Rest null. Okay, and then let's put this in a pre-formatted block. Code 2, I guess. Oop, wrong way. Okay. So it's nothing. Now, is that because of the way session ID is declared, but its value is never read? Okay, so let's see where I'm going about this wrong. So const is declared, but its value is never read. Oh, because I'm not passing it along. So I need to just take, I mean, I guess we can pass along flat like that. Organization ID, role, impersonator, access token. Okay. Did I spell that wrong? Access token. Okay, cool. So why won't that go away? Oh, access token does not exist on the type user info, no user info. Interesting. Probably worth noting. Okay. All right. So let's save that. Okay, cool. So that's so funny. So the access token is not on the type, but it is still coming along in that. So we have the session ID and then the access token. So if we go into this, we should actually be able to investigate our sessions, which we have. And so did we see there was an ID on any of the sessions? Might not be presented in the UI, but this is the ID for our session here. Or this is the session ID. Okay, and then our access token. Okay, cool. So user, so we have a whole user object. Let's see what else is in that user object. Let me get it along here. Okay, so we have our user ID, email, email verified true, which was that whole process that we needed to wait for the email for. I don't have a picture because I didn't log in with GitHub or Google or any of that kind of stuff. And then created that, updated that. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, whoa, comment. Sorry about that. Let's see. I'm not above pre-JSON stringify. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Let's see. Oh man. Okay, it's overly overly strict ESLint rule. You were talking about for the what was it? This guy right here, the access token. Cool, yeah. All right, cool. All right, we got it. We got it done. It's been, how long has it been? It's been an hour and a half. Pretty tired from waiting on emails, but hey, I just want to thank you for hanging out with me and helping me solve some of this stuff. I do feel like the process is actually like pretty simple, knowing how to do it and knowing that my emails will come through. Let's see if this resolved or if I just got lucky and one squeaked through. Looks like maybe it's still ongoing. Of course, I don't know. Maybe it's not even Postmark. It's like, you know, another service. But yeah. So anyway, that is it. Thanks for hanging out. If you have any kind of other things that you'd like to see me struggle through or suffer through in terms of building up auth or applications or whatever, let me know, and we'll get that on the books. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I'll see you around.